Compounded medications typically aren't submitted to insurance, so you're just paying for them out of pocket. When you're switching to a branded version, your insurance may not cover it, and the cost can sometimes be higher, or there may be a little bit more work and hoops to jump through in order to get them covered. A formulary is a list of the medications that your specific insurance plan covers, and it usually has different tiers, and each tier represents a different cost level or copay, or sometimes a higher tier medication may have additional steps that have to be taken before the medication is covered. So knowing what tier it falls in advance lets you know what you need to prepare for and how to work with your prescriber to get a medication covered so you know what to expect going in. You can access your insurance formulary in a couple of ways. Most are available online, but sometimes that can be a little bit confusing. So I usually suggest calling your insurance company directly and talking to a representative. This is a service you're paying for, and they have representatives that their job is to work with you to let you know exactly what you need to do to improve your chances of coverage. You can call your insurance company and ask them if it's covered, what tier it's in, what the copay might be, and if it requires a prior authorization or step therapy or any sort of special steps that you have to take for it to be covered. A prior authorization means that your prescriber has to give some sort of justification to your insurance company for why you need a specific medication. And there's usually a set number of things the insurance company wants to make sure is the case before they're going to approve a medication. Insurance companies may also require something called step therapy, and this means they want you to try a lower cost medication first before they'll cover the higher cost option. Now, both prior authorization and step therapy is something your prescriber is going to work directly with your insurance company to get approved. And this can be confusing because people often call the pharmacy and think the pharmacy knows what's going on or where the approval process is. The pharmacy only processes it once it's approved. They don't really know what's going on. So you need to either reach out to your prescriber or to the insurance company to know where in the process that approval is. In order to improve your chances of being approved for a GLP-1 medication, you need to have clinical documentation that you have the health condition they're approved to treat. So that usually requires a prescriber's visit. It may require some blood tests to show that you actually have these conditions. And sometimes having additional health conditions can improve your case when it comes to the benefit that these medications can provide for you. If your insurance denies coverage for a GLP-1 medication, most insurance companies have an appeal process where you can reach out and get more information as to why it's not approved and explain why your case may be a little bit different or why clinically you might need this medication to be approved. Now you're gonna do this in coordination with your prescriber's office. Your healthcare team is gonna help you with that paperwork and documentation. They usually have a dedicated billing associate that can really work hand in hand with you to get this covered. The second is find out if there's another GLP-1 that they do cover. Sometimes just switching to a different medication within that class can improve your chances. And then third, if none of those work out for you, is to look for patient assistant programs and pharmacy discount cards. They can reduce your out-of-pocket costs to make these medications more affordable. Don't hesitate to call your insurance company directly. This is a service you're paying for, and they have representatives that their job is to work with you to let you know exactly what you need to do to improve your chances of coverage. They're not your enemy, so call them and work with them. They really can be helpful resources.